Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday the 9th. I'm FX Plu and this is the market brief. So sterling's taken a bit of a battering so far this week, partly because the COVID recovery will take longer and indeed cost more than originally estimated, and partly because of Brexit. Negotiations with Brussels have always been pretty fractious as both sides back themselves to the hilt, but the market has maintained that it's the UK that carries more risk from a no-deal outcome. And then there's COVID. We have new restrictions banning gatherings of more than 6, but apparently this won't apply to team sports. On paper, that's good news for Monday Night Football, which kicked off again this week. But tell that to my aching limbs. I still feel like I was run over by a bus at Monday Night Football this week. So look, with all that going on, sterling has sold off a bit and the pace of the correction accelerated yesterday. 130 was breached on the way down to a low of about 129.80 against the dollar, and that move's continued in the Asian trading session this morning. We open around 129.30. Over in the US, Trump is set to stir things up with China once again. He plans to restrict Chinese technology across the US, citing our good old friend security concerns. But we can expect a reaction from Beijing if they feel that fair access is restricted. And that means that phase 1 of the trade agreement, where China was due to start importing more agricultural equipment, could be scaled back. That's one to keep an eye on for sure. But domestic sentiment suggests that a slow and steady economic improvement may have legs. Data points are far from stellar yet, but they have tended to support the view that a little strength is returning to the underlying US economy. And all that is creeping through to the dollar. The dollar index continued to recover and is comfortably above 93. We closed at 93.50 yesterday. Meanwhile, the euro lacks any real drivers of its own and remains relatively reactive. Fell back as the dollar continues its recovery. Euro dollar fell to about 117.65, and it looks like we'll probably test 117.40 if the dollar index breaks that 94 level. Right, that's it from me. Have a wonderful day. Join me again tomorrow. All the best.
If you do not have a clue, then just tweet through and ask FX Blue.